Hello champions and welcome to my new YouTube channel. I'm Donna, the mental skills expert that you need to really discover your full potential and achieve the state that we all want to get to, that is peak performance. In this video, we're gonna go through my physical transformation, but based on my mindset change. So what really made it possible? Starting from the mind rather than only the body approach. I decided I wanted to become a dancer at that point. And indeed I was a dancer, which founded also my studies. During a competition, I broke my right leg in 2014. What happened was that excuses and depression took me through a very heavy path, mentally heavy path. And I ended up being 78 kilos, not taking care of myself anymore. Not that before I did, I don't know, so anything special, because I was very young, so I didn't need any maintenance that we ladies as grown up, we really care of. It was still a point in my life that I was in the plenty of my youth, we can say. And we want to put this here on this board to have clear, kind of the length, the time that has passed between the several occasions. So I got to be 78 kilos, as I said, and I think that is more or less around 160, 70, probably 160 pounds, translated for my American audience. So it was considerable due to the fact that I am 5.1, I'm a meter and 57 centimeters in metrics. So, I looked like a squared box, a cage. That was like of the shape that I was destined to be in for my life. And still you can see that in the picture. And due to the fact that I didn't like so much my physical appearance, I started doing the classical face selfies. When this technology came to this world, it was a blessing for me. I was so blessed to have this opportunity to take selfies. It was so deep in me, the willingness to look pretty, that I only shooted my face like for years. The reality was I was always eating. Always. Like, normal people, they have like a schedule of meals. I had a round table. I just was eating all time. And these are a few pictures that can testify that too. So also when my career just went to the roof, because my mental skills, while I was studying self-development, that was the thing that I started, getting deep into to improve myself and to have a proper life and to build my personality and opportunities around this life that wasn't even centered yet. What happened was that I found out that happiness was still on food, even if this career was skyrocketing. And I was an amazing event manager. I met some of the guys that today I should have the most desire to meet, in a place and moment where I wasn't ready for that. I had fitness events with Ronnie Coleman. I had Hollywood events for which I was in charge in LA, in the US, with amazing, very big personalities like Mel Gibson. That was like my absolute fangirl moment, because it was a star for me. It was so far away. So I was in this magic world. But the thing that I will never forgive to myself is the fact that the best pictures of my life are the ones in which I have the worst physique ever. We're down the line here to 2018, I guess, something like that. So we can already see a 4 years timeline that has passed with literally nothing happening about it. My career keeps going. I go through sales. I'm a top performance in sales. I worked at Google, and retiring, literally deciding to retire for that job and to start my own, venture was the moment that I exploited in public speaking. It was amazing. Like, my empathy on a stage is to the roof. People cry listening to me talking, but there was a problem. I still have the same bad pictures because I lost something around a dozen of kilos, but not because I wanted to. I just wanted, that little improvement that could make me watchable, literally, because I couldn't look at myself. I couldn't watch my recordings. I couldn't look at my pictures. So these things started while still studying what we said earlier, so self-development. These things started to really annoy me, if that's the right way to say it. And also, I was in a socialite environment now. And just to give you a clear idea, I was so focused on food and on this lifestyle that was made of material things that to take me away from the buffet for a picture, you need to take me out of the room. And there is a picture I think that we can pass in this moment that exactly show that I had pictures taken next to the elevators because they couldn't get a decent picture of me in the room due to the fact that I was always with food in my hands. So in this period of my life, I decided to go back to my old passion of salsa dancing, also because work was going so well and I was too much maybe for a 25 years old focused on perfect corporate environment in which I was in, and I wanted to have a bit of a spare time to enjoy myself. I felt all my friends, which didn't have the same achievement, and this is a point we're gonna go back later on, by the way. They were enjoying their time. So missing that, I decided to go back to salsa, and I prepared in 2020, so another 2 years are gone, for the World Salsa Championship at an amateur level. Yes, I got the gold medal. Not the Olympic one, but I got the gold medal. So after 18 years in this discipline, I could say, yes, I've got the trophy, I'm a winner. Still, we have the damn pictures in which I have a gold medal in my hand and I cannot watch at my recordings because I hate my physique. That was the moment, exactly that was the moment that something changed in my life and in my mind. What we're gonna say here is that there is a clear definition between this period of time, that is 6 years total, of what I call wishful thinking. And I don't know how many of you felt this before. Wishful thinking is that moment of your life that you're like, yeah, I wish that happened. Yeah, I wish I could do that. But you never do anything. You don't follow a plan for this to happen. So something kicked in my mind, and that was also for the development, self-development that I was experiencing through my studies, of course, and the wishful thinking becomes something else. The wishful thinking developed in a, beg your pardon for my writing, decision. Why I want to point this out? Because we said that for 7 years in total, I didn't do anything to change my status, my condition, what was the way I looked like, okay? But then, in June of 2021, I took the decision that today, in 7 months, to lose 15 kilos, that is the same amount of weight I previously lost in 7 years. So if we go back to 2014 to 2021, that was the amount of time that took me to lose the first 15 to 16 kilos with my wishful thinking. And then, I want to repeat it for it to be very clear, I decided in my mind that was the moment that things really needed to change. That leads to the following 7 months that are the ones that saw the same weight loss of the previous 7 years, with the difference that the speed changed. It took me 1/10 of the time to do the same, with a different level of effort, with a completely different level of commitment. And you can see some progression pictures here. I did a professional shooting, my first professional shooting in December last year, 2021. That was just 6 months after the decision happened. And that is the real proof of how the mind goes at work when you set a definitive goal through a decision. This is the real secret of a mindset for having this goal. The speed changed as I said, and that make you stick to your plan like religiously, because you don't see any other way to do it. You just want to get there. You are focused on achieving your best. Yeah, we can say you get obsessive. Yeah, no problem. People that tells you that obsessive is bad, obsessive is not a natural behavior, they don't understand what they're saying, and above all, they didn't reach their goal. Everybody that tells you, oh, not to go too hard, oh my lovely, are you sure you want to commit your life for that? They are the first one, they didn't reach their goal, and they are looking for an excuse to have you not reaching your goal. That's the reality. So the only thing that really put boundaries to what you can do, what you can achieve, is your self-image. I'm gonna ask you a question, and I want you to answer to me in the comments. How you talk to yourself, what you say to yourself every day to empower the amazing, supernatural, and unique human being you are. Have this reflection and let me know in the comments. Your self-image is the only thing that really build brick by brick the boundaries that you put on for yourself. You decide which are your boundaries because you talk to yourself in a determined way. I don't know if you heard this concept before, but it's from one of the best mentors ever I had, because as I said, in the years I've been studying self-development and going deeper into the mental side of things and developing what is a mental skill expertise. So I can lead you now on this path. And I want to talk to you about the concept of the thermostat. So what I mean by this is you set a thermostat in a room to a definitive temperature, okay? What happens is this thermostat, I don't know, is set on 21 degrees, okay? Because you want to feel, chiller and outside is very hot. If you open a door and the heat comes in, this thermostat will be flashing and will be saying, hold on, it's getting hot, I need to work, to put myself at work, to level the temperature down and go back to 21 degrees. Now, you are that thermostat because you know your value and you have your self-image at a definitive temperature. Have you ever thought about millionaires or billionaires? They lost it all and then they go back just to have the same in a matter of time because their personal thermostat is exactly at that temperature. They see themselves and their value exactly on that level. What happens after you close the door? The thermostat goes on to working and it goes back to 21 degrees. But what if you lower that thermostat or you raise it? I don't know which way we want to go. It happens that it goes to a new level. And this is exactly the same way in which your thinking can develop to a new level, to see yourself in a new way and to embrace your new personality or what you want to become. I want to go on to transformation. This is one of the most important words that you will see in my videos and in the future, kind of training that following your comments and your suggestion, I will publish for you to be helped by and of course to be bought by. So, transform action. No, I didn't write it wrongly. I know that you don't write transformation like that. There is an M here, but action is the word where I want you to focus. What are you doing for things to change? If you want to be transformed, what I always say is be not of this world. Now, I don't mean to physically leave this world. What I want to point out is be not of this world of circumstances, of conditioning that you built by yourself and in which you encapsulate yourself. Okay? So be not what already is. It's very important to move away from the concept of what we are now and to move and to progress into the renewing of your mind, of your system of self-belief, of your conditioning and circumstances, and the way you talk to yourself, your self-image. Really important. I want you to be focused on the word action while thinking forward, okay? So, and lastly, to wrap up, this is my picture of today. As you can see, the difference with the first one is massive, but apart from that, I can really understand, because I lived it before you, I can really understand that doing all these transform action journey by yourself can just feel overwhelming, even to think about it, so you can imagine to process it and to start it. Reason for which I do understand, reason for which in these 7 years plus 7 months, I studied it all. I had the best mentors ever. I traveled the world during my career when I wasn't as successful as I am today. I had a very rough past, and I'll talk to you about it in another video maybe. And that gave me the energy, the power and the strength to keep pushing and dive deeper in what was the matter that was really important for me. Now, this is something I already did while studying it, as we said, and the happiness that it came out from this physical transformation, but from the mind transformation, first thing first, is something I cannot wait to share with all of you guys, to scream about it, to literally all my audience, because you guys really deserve it. If you are people that are thoughtful and mindful of their future, you really deserve to discover this all. I cannot wait to pass step by step some information that I really want you to receive in the perfect way to you for your enjoyment. I am so happy and grateful because I had the best mentors ever. Of course, because I went to reach out to them, I went to study in their courses, and I spent the few pennies I had to go and get the real information I wanted. But due to all this, I really feel the call. I feel it today to let their legacy grow through what I can teach, through what I can answer to your question. This is the real reason for which you matter to me. Because this will be the new chapter, the development of a new generation that go deeper into the self-development of the conscience of the mind. To start your transformation in sports, yes, as I did, but above all in life, you can first get my advice and try to make it part of your life in the best and the most way you can. But the important thing, one of the real thing that helped me so much was the continuous repetition of some concept. I know for sure that if you keep watching this material, if you review, if you re-watch literally this video and the coming one, and if you fully understand the information, sooner or later, this content will become yours. Embrace it. I want to write the word mind again, because here is your willpower. This is the center of your willpower. And I'm sure that if you like this video, you will be willing to continue this discovery journey with me and to watch the next video and to stay in this amazing growth all together. So I see you soon. Next clip is coming soon. After you commented and you let me know what I can do for you today and what I can put out there to help you, I just want to cheers to your exceptional performance that for sure will be coming, and I see you in the next video.